Hello, it's James McNamara here from the Impact Factory. Thanks for joining us. I'm really excited to share with you a brand new sales training course that I've put together. It's a video course with accompanying ebooks and special reports. It's all about selling more by understanding the patterns of people. This will help you improve your conversion rate, or more to the point, help you put more money in your pocket in less time. Let me tell you all about it. You see, typically as salespeople and business owners, we sell well to those people with a similar personality style to ourselves. We get into better rapport with certain types of people who are similar to us. We stay in rapport with them more easily. They understand us more readily, and we're able to understand them more easily. So communication runs quite smoothly, and we're actually able to influence them to make a positive buying decision in our favour. And this will happen for roughly 25 to 30% of the population. But this begs the question, and in fact the million-dollar question, what about the 70% of the population who are not similar to you? Instead of this being a frustration or a problem, this actually represents a massive opportunity for growth in your business. Let's take a further look. We all wear a pair of personality-coloured glasses that colour the way in which we see the world. We all see things differently. And if we don't take the time to understand how someone else is likely to be viewing us or our product or service or our opportunity, and therefore changing the way in which we communicate, we will be missing lots and lots of opportunities out there. You see, everybody's different. They like different things. They look at different features and benefits of your product. So two customers that you talk to will each look at different features and benefits. They make decisions differently. They need different information from you. They take more or less time to decide, and they have different relationship needs. And they take different levels of risk when deciding as well. So just imagine if you could communicate far better with all customers and prospects that you come in contact with. So the ones that you already communicate well with, as well as those people who frustrate you or confuse you and you may not communicate as well as you would like. What would this mean to you? What would it mean to your sales results, to your earnings, to your job satisfaction and your stress levels, to your sense of achievement? And what would it mean to your overall success? I'm going to show you in this video course how to understand all of your customers and prospects better, their communication style, their buying preferences, their decision-making processes, their important needs, the best way to approach them, how to build rapport with them, and of course how to stay in rapport through the whole sales process. You see, when I talk to salespeople and business owners, as I have done for well over a decade now, it's not uncommon for me to hear them say, well, James, every customer's different and you need to communicate with them in different ways. That understanding is half the battle won. It's very true that we have to communicate with different people differently in order to get the best results. But when I ask them, what's your model for understanding the differences of people? What's your model for changing and adjusting your communication style so that you best match with the buying preferences of the customer or prospect that you're talking with? Typically, I draw a blank because a lot of people, while they are aware that we must communicate differently, they have no effective, proven, tried and tested model for doing so. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you on this video course. I'll show you how to know which is which. I'll show you how to accurately pick the personalities in 30 seconds, how to work this out with 3 simple questions, how to communicate directly to the buying preferences of each individual personality, and how to adjust your communication style for the best results each and every time. Let's take a look at what you get on this video series. You're going to get a 5-part video course. That's over 100 minutes of expert tuition. Now, if you think about it, that's about the same amount of tuition you get when you go to a half-day seminar. By the time you have your break and you deal with all manner of other interruptions that you get with a course of 30 or so people, you're going to get the same amount of time in the comfort of your own office or your own home on video that you can go back over and over and over again. I've put together a highly detailed workbook, and I'm not just talking about a few pages of blank ruled lines. This is a very comprehensive document that will take you into even more depth than what the videos go on, as well as to give you some exercises to be able to work through to see how you can start applying this immediately to your business. In addition to that, I've put together an extensive companion guide that goes into yet more detail. I've put together a quick reference swipe file for your ready reference, and I've included 2 free bonus reports. Now, for this level of information, you could expect to pay $250 to $300 for this easily. But for a limited time only, I've put this out at just $67. So this price won't last. Make sure that you go right now onto the links below and get access to this material and start learning straight away. You know what? One of my customers came to a session like this that I ran one evening last year, and he was able to take the material and start using it the very next day. And he used it to make 2 brand new sales before 11 a.m. that morning, and then that afternoon he used it to move himself from what he described as being the wooden spooner in a deal to being the front runner, and he eventually went on to win that deal. And there was some very significant dollars involved. So this stuff works. There's no doubt about that. I'm so confident, in fact, that all this material is backed by my unconditional no quibble guarantee. So if for any reason you don't think you've got your $67 worth of value, just let me know within 30 days and I'll gladly refund every cent of your money, no questions asked. So don't delay. The price won't stay at $67 for too long. Make sure you make your booking below and start learning how to communicate with each and every customer in a better way so that they make a positive buying decision in your favour.